Ryumies, why? Hold up, is my... Yep, well, my settings are correct. Oh. Hello! Hi! It's me, the totally professional Dragon Maid from Blue Jump EN. Hi! Okay, this is now a new platform. Hopefully nothing scuffed today. Good afternoon, Echo. Howdy? What? No, where'd that come from? Professional streamer, yeah. I fixed everything. My computer has stopped screaming at me, and I think YouTube is giving me bitrate, so everything looks a-okay. Happy Women's Day. Is it actually? Is it actually Women's Day? International Women's Day? Happy Women's Day to you too! At least let's do things on Women's Day? Yay! Women. When's Dragon Maid Day? Well, I don't think there's a Maid Day. It's Dragon Year. So does that make... If there is a Maid Day, doesn't that mean this year's Maid Day is Dragon Maid Day? Being silly, that's every day. Yeah, of course. Cause dragons made the best. Yay! Lost day equals out day. That means I need to stream more often then. But yes, welcome to this week's Zatsudan. Well, yeah, how have you guys been? What? I feel like I've been like so busy this week. I don't remember what we did. We played Coffee Talk yesterday. Oh yeah, it was just a cozy week, right? We played a lot of coffee games. What are you doing today? Just chatting. Today's Zatsudan. Yeah, I wanted to talk about my new hobby. You know, I like picking up new hobbies. We moved Zatsudan Monday to today. Also, next week I have a lot of collabs, so I don't know when I can do those Zatsudan. Good evening! And plus, I don't think I've had an untopicked Zatsudan on YouTube before. So now I can just talk about whatever I want, and you guys have to listen. Should we be picking up 20 at a time? 20 what? Are you rolling a dice? Is this a D&E thing? Roll for... What's the people roll for? Charisma. Critical fail. Hobbies. Oh! Is it? Oh. Well, the thing with hobbies is... It's more like you have a lot that you can do, but then you do none of them, right? It's just like a collection. Like a fun party trick you pull out. I think it's more fun like learning about different hobbies and trying it out than actually getting really dedicated and into it. Yes, Eden. But I guess this hobby is like an offshoot, because I have a lot of art-related hobbies, right? But they're all kind of connected to each other since the fundamentals are the same. But recently, I guess there's context to this. After my statement yesterday about childhood friends and the weird phrasing where it was a little creepy, I would like to clarify. I know I mentioned I babysit and look after like a particular kid a lot. So the proper explanation of that is one of my friends has one of my long-term friends has a kid, and so I help out cause I'm like the cool aunt at this point for them. Not creepy, okay? Okay? So recently they were setting up their new room, and I'm not really good at interior design, but I still wanted to help. So they said that I could paint like a mural for them. So I painted a cute little mural for the kid. And I've always actually wanted to try mural painting. It's something where like I like going up to walls in public. Maybe I'm just very bad at phrasing things. Anyway, I like going up to walls in public and looking at the artwork and seeing if it's painted on actually, like a mural. Or a lot of times people just print it out, paste it on. I don't know how that works. Can you see the color Ryumies one more time? Oh! I actually have finished the reference sheet for that. I feel like my art didn't make you guys look cool enough, so I'm gonna get art commissioned. So I'll post it all together. So that's the secret. Shh. It'll look cooler once it's finally revealed. Yeah. Ah yes, to build up the motivation for new hobbies. It's all just, yeah, I just like learning new things. And then I think once you like learn enough about it, it gets kind of taxing because you realize how much effort it actually is, and that's when I normally like leave it underneath my bed and say, yeah, I'll get back to that one later. Happy Sailor Moon anniversary! Happy Sailor Moon anniversary! Cool aunt. Hi, club. I'm not that old. I have a lot of technically auntie and uncles because parents' friends. Yeah, right. Well, what else do you call them? I guess you could call them your family friend. No, when you say someone's your family friend, doesn't it kind of mean that they're your age, but you're not close to them? Your parents are just close. Huh? Right. That's kind of the vibe I get. Yeah, but I don't like this kid. That's why I always offer to babysit her, because she understands how awkward I am around kids as well. And she deals with it. Like, she understands me. Okay, I'll tell you a story, but you can't judge me for this, alright? So, I am very awkward around kids, mostly because, like, when I'm confused, I stare at things, you know, like, judging away. But it's more like I'm thinking, and when I think, I frown a lot. So, I look mean, basically. And that's why a lot of people are scared of me. When they see me out in the wild. It doesn't make it better that sometimes, like, if I'm having, like, a long day, I'll just wear, like, a super, like, dark clothing. So I look edgy. But I digress. So, yeah. A lot of times kids are either they look up to me because they think I'm cool, and then they're a little bit scared of me because they think I'm judging them. But it's just because I think kids are really fragile, and I don't want to traumatize them, right? I don't want to hurt them, and they cry so easily. So I'm just really awkward. Well, the one kid I babysit, we play games a lot, and I draw for them, and they're just happy coloring things I draw for them. But one time, their parents got home early, so they were there when she went to bed, right? And I didn't realize, but before she goes to bed, she kisses everyone on the cheek before she goes to sleep, right? And so she kissed all her parents. And then her parents are like, oh, you don't do this to Lillian? And then she looked up to me. And we just made eye contact. And I was like, oh, do I bend down so you can kiss me on the cheek then? Oh, okay. And then she just looked at me and fist bumped me. And she's like, it's okay. And then walked away. Ah! This is me, friend zone. Well, this is mean. I mean, thanks. It was really awkward and I was panicking inside a lot, but still. Oh, it kind of hurt. It's my own fault. It's okay. I'm getting used to them though. I'll slowly get used to kids. One day I'll get into the inner circle. It's okay. It's okay. But yeah, I finally got into mural painting, which I think was a really interesting experience. I first got interested in it because there was like a bunch of TikToks. It was blowing up on TikTok, on my side of TikTok at least, where a lot of people were trying to do it as like a job, sign painting. I think it got really popular because of, you know, like satisfying videos. Because normally when you do murals, the sign painters who can do that sort of painting do like really wide brush strokes and like perfect circles, and it's just satisfying, right? So I saw it, I was like, yeah, I could do that. It is not as easy as they make it look. The one I painted in my room one time, and I don't know if I did it correctly, but it hurt. It was the worst. Because you have to do the priming coat, and then you have to do the coat on top. And maybe I wasn't using the right muscles, but my back hurt so much afterwards. It was like the awkward thing where like I had the pole with the paint roller at the top, but then I'm like, do I just stand at the bottom and use the roller? Because then that's just like a lot of like upwards motions, right? Or do I like go on the ladder and then paint it? And it was a lot of like awkward maneuvering because I'm like, do I use the ladder? Do I just stand there? What is the best option? In the end, I don't think I did it properly. Even now, I look around and I say, very questionable job. I didn't paint over any power switches, at least. I really psyched that you're doing yourself. I thought it would be easier. I thought I could be able to do it in like I would say like 4 hours. You know, 4 worlds, 1 hour per world. It took me like a good like 14. Albeit it was really warm, and I think the paint fumes got to me for a bit. Not a fun experience, but murals is just one world, and it's like a small thing though, so it's all fine. Yeah, this goes well. Oh, I mentioned that a few jobs that I've wanted over the past, right? Jobs that seem fun, but I know I would hate. Took me a whole day to never do that again, right? You gotta have the tricks. I guess you just have the gear as well. I thought I would be able to reuse the paintbrushes and things, but also clean up and removing paint from stuff is horrible. You have to use like the really smelly, like, what's it, acetone? No, methylated spirits to get the paint out of the brushes. And after like 30 minutes of trying to get all the paint out, I was like, is it worth it? Maybe I should just buy a new brush. Paint fumes are the worst. I'm really sensitive to smell, so it was not fun at all. The color not even, I had to fix it. Yeah. I didn't realize how much lighting affects color. I really should since I do art, but I guess that just adds to another thing of why I'm really bad at interior design. I don't have the motivation to get good at it. This is why, the real reason why I don't play House Flipper. My interior design skills are really bad. Wallpaper glue too? I've never used wallpaper. It sounds like it'll be easier, because it'll be quicker, right? In theory. But in school, they made you do like, I don't know what it's called in other countries, but you know how you have like exercise books? Okay, do other countries call it exercise books? Because now that I'm saying it and thinking about it, that sounds weird as like a word. Like a notebook? Yeah. So, here, your notebooks, a lot of times the schools will make you cover the outside with contact paper, which is the clear plastic film that's sticky on one side. It's like putting on a screen protector, but for your notebooks. And I used to get so stressed about it because I would want to make it perfect, and there would always be bubbles. That's how I imagine wallpaper is like. I get stressed putting on screen protectors. So much so that my color phone does not even have a screen protector. Honestly, screen protectors, you can't see the scratches on your screen when you're using it anyway. You know? So no harm, no fouls. Maybe screen protectors are useful if you like to protect the glass. But if it's just a small scratch, I'm okay with that. When the paint stays on the inner part of the paint, I think the main thing is I have like drips on the wall. And it bothers me, because you can't really see it unless it's close up. Well, there's just like weird blobs. Honestly, the only reason I wanted to paint my walls white, right, was because one, it was grey before, because I thought it would be cool, and like, I was really into the, you know, I don't want to say goth or evil, but like, you know, darker aesthetic. Until I realized it was bumming me out. And so I painted everything white because, you know, sunlight! Yay! And I also bought a projector because I convinced myself that I would watch things on the projector. Which is cool for like the first, I want to say, month. So the sci-fi cubicle. Well, now that it's white, all my like art prints and stuff look so much better on it. Okay, it's functional. Yeah, I thought a projector would be cool, but the problem with the projector is I don't really have speakers in my room, and the projector speaker kind of sucks, the built-in one. And also the projector I bought uses a VGA cord. No, nothing. I don't have anything that uses VGA. Like, I guess my computer's not placed in a good position to connect to the projector, so I have to use my laptop. But my laptop doesn't have a VGA connector. Only my super old one. You know, it feels like I'm pulling out like a Nokia phone, a brick phone, every single time I want to watch a movie. Because this thing takes like forever to load and connect to anything. So it's just like a trek. The only times I do it when I think projectors add to the atmosphere. Which is basically when I watch memes. This is gonna sound cursed, but I really like watching. There's this one YouTube creator who makes verse Utaloid concerts. So they just do covers of Vocaloid songs using SpongeBob voice pics and like Sonic voice pics and make them dance with MMD, and it's like a Miku concert except funny. And I play that in the background sometimes when I'm working. In an AI voice? But it was before like AI voice thingy was a thing, so it uses Utaloid, which is based on like Vocaloid software. Hudson has Squidward, yeah. It's a fun watch. Gragas cover Vocaloid. I don't think I've ever heard of Greg's cover. Projectors suck unless you're a whole ass movie theater. So you bought it cheaper. Yeah, well, I don't want to commit too hard. I know. That's a lot of dedication. I mean, it's still good for, like, watching things. I guess... What is your preference for watching things? Because normally I watch things on my computer just because the internet is faster. Because, you know, Ethernet and my screens. So I just put it on one screen and I, like, draw on the other. But if I'm just, like, bumming around and watching something, I just watch things on my phone and roll around on my bed. For me, yes, it hurts your neck. But it's the most comfortable, even though the screen is a lot smaller. I honestly never understood the big deal with getting larger screens. Cause there was a point where, back in the day, right? The whole thing with phones. Every phone that they released was just like a bigger version. And then for a while, you couldn't even fit it in your pocket. Okay, maybe this is a girl problem. But you couldn't even fit like the large phones in your pocket. And it was so stupid. And now, they made it so you can fold your phone in half. So I guess that's the problem solved. Well, the big deal where they kept on making TVs bigger and bigger and bigger. Well, when is it big enough? I think it's big enough. We can stop now, guys. Look it up, boss is easier for... I'll watch it after. Hi, son. 9? Hi, Dobo. Yeah. So, there goes that plan. I think I saw an ad. It wasn't even an ad for the projector. They were just watching movies on a projector. And I was like, ooh, that's cool. I want that to be me. And that's why I decided to paint my walls white. Yeah. Wall-size TV are gonna be a thing. At that point, just go to the cinema. The cinemas, I feel like, aren't as cool. I still like going to the cinemas to watch films. But watching films at home is just comfortable. It's just comfortable. I guess it's like a different experience, because I think it depends on what film. I really like watching films and having like banter and people talk about it, because I'm not the type. Like, I'm okay with watching films in silence, but the problem is a lot of times when I'm watching films by myself, I end up like thinking too deeply about it, or guessing plot lines, or like finding flaws in it. It's because I really like watching video essays on films, right? And grew up on film cinema sins and stuff. But at least when someone's commenting, it's more like memey and like fun. Why cinema if you can watch at home? That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, well, popcorn's good. The popcorn at the cinema is nice. The surround sound is nice. I guess it depends on what vibe. I think the last film I watched in cinema was The Boy and the Heron. That's the English name, right? The Boy and the Heron. And that was cool because I feel like everyone there is like, you know, a little bit of a weeb. So it feels more like a community event. Sound is good, but that's it. Yeah, but I'm not really picky about sound. I went to one cinema and it was literally just like me. And because I think there wasn't enough people, there was like a weird echo that sometimes, like, if I got distracted, I could hear it and it started annoying me. But I didn't realize I was wearing my headphones the wrong way until my friends started roasting me when I was playing Valorant. They're like, why do you keep turning the wrong way when we say when they're right behind you or to the side of you, and I'm like, that's where I thought they were. And then we did a test, and they were just running to my right and saying, "Oh yeah, this is your right. Do you hear the sound coming from your right ear?" Looking closely, I do see the letters written on my headphones now, but these are really old ones. So they aren't written in a very conspicuous place, okay? Okay? Sonella says I've not heard the name in a decade. Yeah. I don't really watch them anymore, but back in the day, right? Right, you understand me, dear, right? Oh, Boy in the Heron, I heard that it's good. I think if your expectations are in the right place, it's good. I agree with a lot of people in saying that the naming, the English translation of it was really kind of set it up for failure. Because The Boy in the Heron sounds like it should be an adventure film, but it's more like a sentimental film. Because the Japanese name translates to "What is the reason for living?" Yeah, which I feel like explains the themes a lot better. It's really cool. It has a lot of cool aesthetic and like is very nostalgic for Ghibli fans. And it has the whole thing where Japanese cinema, I think, is a lot more concerned and like focused on world building and atmosphere. So that's why sometimes plots are lacking or have holes, but it's okay because everything is pretty. And then I know there's a term for it, but they just make you feel empty afterwards. But in a good way. Silent movie exists though. I've watched silent movies. They're okay, but after a while you think you're going crazy because, well, humans are never in complete silence, right? There's always some sort of white noise. So a lot of times if you're used to hearing sounds, a lot of times your brain will fill it in, or you can start hearing stuff depending on how long. I watched a silent film. I can't say that I watched it because I fell asleep in the middle of it. It was when I was like, trying to learn about film history and stuff. And there was this French art film which was, I think it was like 4 hours long, and it was just a guy farming. And I forget the French film term for it, but it was all about time, and it was supposed to be a commentary on time and film. Yeah, no. Don't ask me about it, I fell asleep. Back in the day, old man Lillian. True. Last movie I watched, I had an old couple walked out 10 minutes in because they were too disturbed. I don't think I would never walk out of the film, no matter how disturbed I am. Because cinema tickets are expensive, and I refuse to waste money. Thoughts on noir films? I like noir films. They're really stylized. They're fun. They're all fun. It's also really like a classic reference that people do a lot as well. I know the Spider-Verse, the noir Spider-Man was funny. What's the subversion first? I think also it's always great, like understanding the language, because you still pick up on things that maybe cultural aspects that you don't get conveyed through the subtitles as well, which is nice. I was really excited. I kind of wanted to watch the dub. I originally watched a lot of Ghibli films in dub. Have I ever told you guys the story of how I first started watching anime? But anyway, yeah, I watched it because my first Ghibli film was Spirited Away, and I didn't realize it was anime because it was dubbed. And it was at that time when I thought all animation was animation. But Spirited Away and Ghibli dubs are so good. Yeah. Last movie I watched was Sonic the Hedgehog 2 with my mom. We both had a blast. Are they making another one? They're making another one, right? I really like the live action Sonic the Hedgehogs. I feel like even though like I do like thinking and talking about film, and I wouldn't say I'm a film snob, because film in the end is just for entertainment, and as long as it entertains people, it's fine, even if it's not a masterpiece. And that's why I kinda like live action adaptations. I know everyone's always like, oh no, not the live action, they're going to ruin it. But I think as long as you separate the source material from like the actual thing, you'll enjoy it a lot more. Did you watch French New Wave films? Yeah, exactly, that was it. 4 hours of early moving pictures. I think I watched the first ever film, the train one. That was okay, but that's more like historical. Hi Samuel! Welcome! They were disturbed and I was laughing at the scene. Old silent movies still had music play in the cinema, so it's really odd to see people make entirely movies. I think the only silent film I watched was from a perspective of a deaf person. But even deaf people still hear white noise, so it was more just, you know when you're going through a tunnel and your ears are blocked? It was like that sound where it was like, oh, that was not right. That sounded like a dead ghost. Like muffled, I don't know. It just made your ears feel very, ugh. Yeah. You can tell us again. There's an old Japanese silent film that I was interested in watching. Not a Japanese silent film, but I think there's like a... what do they call it? Like a cult classic, right? There's a Japanese weird film that was blowing up again, and it was very, was it supernatural or weird, quirky? I forgot. I was been meaning to watch it. Page of Madness. Oh, that sounds cool. Back when watching anime, it wasn't mainstream. We were called leaks, Pepperidge Weebs, Pepperidge Farm, Pepperidge Farm. Sonic the Hedgehog these on the list. Knuckles the series are coming out soon. Yeah. I can remember the trailer. Why didn't you say how films were entertainment? The last movie I watched at home. If I said I was entertained, people would think I'm a psycho. No, but. Well, you're still entertained, right? Otherwise, why would people go watch black comedies? Now we're going into like psychological stuff about like why you get entertained by it, right? Okay, fine. Other than entertained, we'll say a catharsis of some sort. Dip into the Greek. It'll make you feel something, okay? All art forms just need to make you feel something. The Dragon Ball live action gave me cancer. I've never watched it. I only know about it because the main guy was a K-pop person I followed for a bit. Yeah, Netflix One Piece was great. At that point, more or less completely different stories using the same characters. I think they just a lot of times focus more on different genres, which is, I guess, easier to market. That's all it goes. Think entertainment can be in any way you like, though. No need to think hard about it. Entertainment is subjective. Big brain entertainment. The live action studios I like are for the Japanese production studios. They do a great job at it. The One Piece live action is possible, I guess. Oh, you didn't like the One Piece live action? I think the Japanese ones, I think it's a bit, you got to get used to it, that's for sure. Because they use a lot of like rookie actors, right? So some things are kind of like a little weird. And they always pick really fancy series that require a lot of visual effects. And so sometimes, it looks a little weird. But it's fun. It's still fun way to watch series. What's the suggestion? I agree. The other film audition for the Japanese IP that I loved was Alito, Battle Angel. Too bad it won't be getting sequel to the scene drama. Ah, there was drama? I saw the trailer of that. I actually have never watched it. I think it's interesting. Leslie, I agree. Wait, have you guys seen that the whole thing of Zoro? The actor for Zoro, right? Supposedly he plays the One Piece TCG with Oda Sensei? Yeah. And they bounce off ideas with each other. I got turned off watching Alito because of the weird fans. There's weird fans. I haven't consumed a lot of Alito content, so I can't comment on that, I guess. I know people were kind of freaked out because of the big eyes. Yeah. What do you guys have a series that you think would be a really cool live action? A 4 years ago movie? Yeah, I think that time frame checks out, right? That sounds about right. Personally, I don't watch shows because of the fans. Otherwise, I would like My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic. I feel like fan culture's a interesting thing. For me, I separate it as best I can. You have to rationalize it, right? If there's a lot of toxic fans, that just means the fandom is big enough that the good fans went into hiding. It has enough mainstream success, so at least you'll get new seasons. Yay! I think it's well for me, because sometimes I like to draw fan art of things. And I just never post them, because I'm like, oh, okay. I am satisfied. Good work, Lillian. Wipe some sweat away. Time to put that in a folder so no one ever sees it. One Piece is reaching climax though after 10 to 20 years. Oh yeah, they're remaking the anime, right? Which basically just removes the usefulness of the one Piece. I've been trying. I read a lot of the manga, but since the live action came out, I've been slowly rewatching the anime. The thing is, I always get into new arcs really excited, and I like the beginning of the arcs because I like all the scenarios and settings and like character dynamics. But personally, I think the battles stretch on for a little bit too long. Especially if it's like a disappointing battle and there's no like cool like power dynamic. Yeah. So I'm kind of interested in if the new series would be better. I just want to get into the more recent episodes because I know so much stuff happens. Is that a live action Gundam yet? Is Power Rangers considered a Gundam? No, it's called a Power Rangers Ascend. What's it called? The superhero one? Isn't it technically Gundam as well? Live action colorated Silva? Well, it's totally the best thing Robert Rodriguez has directed in recent years. Wanna see how they make it? Recently there's a lot of... I think... I like a lot of comedy shows and animes, but I feel like the thing with comedy shows is a lot of the funny scenes are expressed through the art and like the weird art. So you can't do one-for-one adaptation, and it really depends on the scriptwriter how they make it funny. I guess most of the series that I would think are cool as a live-action adaptation is more of how they interpret the aesthetic. Cause The Magus' Bride, I've talked about the anime before. I think the story is quite is well thought out, but it has a really nice aesthetic that I think would do well with like VFX and with Western studios. There isn't a life-size Gundam movie, but there is a life-size Gundam in real life. Oh, I wanna see it. Don't really need to be part of a fandom to enjoy things. Yeah, that's true. Depends if you want to consume fandom content. But that's a whole another can of worms. Maybe interjections to the anime is so annoying. I would rather read One Piece because the pacing is so much better. What? I think I read too quickly. I think a lot of times with like reading stuff, I don't like think about things as much, and I read it a little too fast. It's cause I read Your Lie in April and I read Planet, and I know a lot of people were really sad about it, and I know that if I watched it, I would cry my eyes out. But because I read it, I know it's sad, but I didn't physically cry when I read it, right? But that was like peak manga reading. Like, I think I used to use this app that, not a proper list, but it was literally just, you know, one of those dodgy manga reading apps, and would just favorite everything I read. And I think my friend went through it and tried to calculate everything, and I was reading on average of 2 to 3 series per day. And that includes one-shots, but also long series, because I also read a lot of shonen, right? So that was when I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is a little much. I am a fast reader. I imagine live action of slice of life animes like Daily Life or High School Boys. I feel like a lot of the humor would make you cringe so much. I don't know. It's one of those things where it'll be memey, right? Have you seen like people's like YouTube adaptations of Pop Team Epic and things like that? One of those things where you watch for like the memes, but also, what did I just watch? Super Sentai. Yeah, that's the word. Sentai. But they do get huge mechs. I guess it's closer to mechs. I'm so curious how they're gonna make rom-com to live action. Oh, they do it all the time. Most of the old school big shoujos have a live action. It's a little cringy. I can't read high school rom-coms anymore. I look at it and I'm like, oh, children. They're children. It's okay. Unless it's really, really well written. Yeah, rom-com is the easiest to adapt to live action, and it's like a great start for new actors in the at least Japanese acting scene, because it's based in reality. Because the thing of like acting with a lot of VFX stuff is you're basically not bouncing off other actors. Fandom content, yeah. Well, most of my fandom content is just talking to artists, so it's cool. Me reading Berserk, I unlocked depression. Oh, that's rude. Clouded is a real deal. Clouded is really sad. I know, but I like sped read it, so I know it's sad. I just didn't cry. It's like, it's a common culture when you talk with other like anime fans, right? They're like, oh, what anime made you cry the most? And everyone always goes, Clouded. And I'm here like, what was the last anime that made me cry? I actually don't remember. It was probably a movie of some sort. It might have been Silent Voice. That counts, right? That counts. Yeah. Last manga I cried in was Assassination Classroom. And I still don't know if I was crying because it's super sad, or I was sad that it was over. They discontinued the Shaman King. Didn't I hear new news about that recently though? Shaman King? Something about it. The cringe is what we're waiting for. Roko Haran. Girls, you will a bunch of guys or girls. Yeah, High School Romance is only tolerable if it has comedy. Sound Voice is the last slice of life I read. It hits so close to the feels. Yeah. Anohana for me. Oh yeah, Anohana is also a very popular, like, made me cry type of series. I used to watch the 4Kids Double Shaman King. There was an anime for Shaman King? Last song I cried is Rimuru. Oh! I think I teared up a little bit with Rimuru, but I don't think it was that sad. Oh wait, no, that was the one time. Yep, you know, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Forgot about that seed. Got deleted from my memories. Yeah. Hi, Valentine's. But it's very weird that they're rebooting a lot of animes now, right? Legit teared up. I don't actually know Love of Shaman King. It's a classic. I unfortunately was very into shoujo when it was out. Oh wait, let me just tell you guys the story of how I got into anime. So I used to wake up really early. I think in Australia, Pokemon is on at 7 a.m. And I had no interest really in Pokemon that much. I just liked Pikachu. Electric Rat, yeah, sign me up. So I would watch Pokemon a lot. And I had a family friend that I would stay with. I guess they would babysit me. When I went to their house, I would say around 4 times a year. Every time there's a school vacation in Australia, right? And so at that time that family friend was really into Pokemon. And so they had VHS tapes of all the Pokemon games. And so I would the Pokemon episodes. So I would just spend my days there binge watching Pokemon. I think it was a lot of episodes as well. I think I was like 2 years into the collection, where one day one of the Pokemon episodes was taped over. VHS problems. I was like, no! What happened to the episode? Yeah, recordings of it. And I was so mad. And this goofy song started playing. Was it Earth, Wind, blah, blah, blah. And it was the 4Kids dub of Card Captor Sakura. So I was really mad. I was like, what is it? Where's my electric rat? Give me back my rat! And then this girl transformed, and that was when I discovered magical girls. And my life was never the same. And then, so I finished the episode, and it was like... And it was only that one episode, because it went back straight to Pokemon afterwards. And so I grabbed the VHS, and I ran to my family friend's room, and I was like, what is this? What happened to the Pokemon? And they're like, oh, so was it taped over? And I'm like, yes, with perfection. And so they explained to me what Magical Girls was. Yeah. And so I started watching YouTube, you know, those YouTube versions of anime. But it was only dubbed. And I didn't, at that time, realize it was Japanese still. Because to me, it was still just cartoons. What happened to the Pokemon? Still won in the end. Yeah. Oh, this is the same family friend who, after realizing that I really liked magical girls because of them, came up to me a few years later and was like, yo, I'm going to start a new magical girl anime. You wanna watch with me? And I was like, sure. And starts to watch Madoka. The amount of traumatized I was not expecting it. I was baited so hard. After all the stuff goes down, I think in like the 4th episode, I was in a state of existential dread. And then I rewatched the series a few years afterwards. And I really like it. It's one of my favorite animes now. Not Madoka. I do really like Madoka though. But up to that point, I've only ever watched like Pokemon, Card Captor, rom-com. I was really into Yume no Patisserie and Katsura Maid-sama. Especially, you know, good old classic shoujos. Sakura never got me. The Sailor Scouts did. Saturn was so pretty. I couldn't get into Sailor Moon. I think it's because the person who... One of my friends who was really into Sailor Moon tried to explain it to me. And you know when you're excited about things and you kind of... Especially because... a lot younger, right? I think they explain things a little too much. And not well. Because they went on about how Chibiusa falls in love with her dad. And then there's like a bunch of time travel. And then she tries to marry her dad. And I was just like, hold up! You got me at Magical Girls, but what are you talking about now? And she's like, don't worry, it makes sense when you watch it. I'm like, huh? You can't just sweep that under the rug. And so I never got into it. And so when I did end up watching the first 2 episodes, because she was like, you gotta at least try. I was very critical. And then when the first episode when Tuxedo Mask pops in and does nothing and then pops out, I was like, yeah, no. God, I'm out. I'm outie. He's dorky. As a kid, every little thing felt like a tragedy. That's true. I mean, your worldview is very small. And for me, it was just cartoons. Okay? Kamitaro Karin, have you watched it? Yes! The plot is very questionable, but the opening is banger. I did end up watching a lot of, like, I think most magical girl shows. I thought watching Higurashi in high school was bad. Higurashi? I've never watched Higurashi. I'm scared of yanderes. I don't think I've really watched things of like an actual yandere character. But Higurashi has a yandere, right? Or am I grouping it together with Future Diary? Mirai Nikki. Oh, I know the opening of Higurashi is really good though. Tuxedo Master's my bro. Best guy ever wins by doing nothing just like Kirito. No, but you don't understand, Michiyo. Kirito's a beater. That sounds so bad. You know, like... It's added cooling context in the anime. Yeah. I mean, they nearly got me. It's mostly, I think, magical girls if they have a good transformation scene. They have a good transformation scene. Oh, but Sailor Moon, they all have really similar outfits too, so I'm like, little picky, right? I have high standards. All the other shows I watch, all the different characters have different outfits and weapons, so... Beater! Higurashi no no Kokoro ni is a good murder mystery. It does not have yanderes, but in turn some people into yanderes. Interesting. Yuraiki is a guilty pleasure. Is super fun. I do like the creepy vibes, but the only one that I particularly remember watching is a one called Go Sick. That was really cool. I do like murder mysteries though. There's always a bunch of murder mysteries that happen, but there's always a weird... The ones that I watched always have a weird undertone to them. There was one called Perfect F or something. Perfect F? Maybe? Something like that. I think Kanoboom did an opening for them called Talking, and it was a bop. But it was just a locked room murder mystery, and the mystery part of it wasn't interesting. So, yeah. I am very cynical about anime murder mysteries. Are we allowed to spoil? Which series? Higurashi, Mirai Nikki. Stuff after season 2? Wait, how many seasons are there? I didn't realize there were that many seasons. It's okay. Yeah. It's about the vibes. The vibes are important. But I think... Do you think you guys would be able to give people good recommendations? Good recommendations for shows to watch. Do you think you have taste? You only need the 2 seasons of Higurashi. Does it end well? Does everything get solved and wrapped up nicely? Hi, Soteria! Hello! Well, Shoujo Sai is always crazy. You see the LOH? I don't think I know about that one. Maho Shoujo Sai. Oh. Judging by the art style, it looks kind of messed up. Yeah. I think I have good taste, also why my preferences, good anime, guilty pleasures. Oh, that's a good way to consider things. Back to the void, that's all I can say. I feel like I don't keep track of series I watch enough to be able to give good recommendations. Sometimes I'll recommend people things, and then, you know, after the conversation ends, I remember, wait, maybe there was that one weird part of it. Maybe I shouldn't have recommended it. Haven't seen any good mystery in anime genre. Right! I agree. It's not very common, popular. Even the Japanese dramas I've watched, a lot of them for mystery, it's hit or miss. I know K-dramas do it well. Yeah, that's why I can't recommend people stuff. Oh, in school I had two friends, right? One of them was a weeb and the other wasn't. And at this point we were watching Shokugeki no Soma, and we were constantly recommending the non-weeb friend animes to try out for the first time and things. But they were always like, no, I don't have time to watch anime. I would if I have nothing against anime, I'm just too busy. And so we were like, whatever, sure. So one time we were on the train home, and I was talking to my wee friend about the latest episode of Shokugeki no Soma. And then we all went home, chilled. The next day, the non-wee friend comes to us and just drops the bomb on us like, oh yeah, so I ended up watching anime yesterday. We were like, what? You watched anime? What did you end up watching? Cause I feel like, you know how a lot of people voice that the big three or whatever animes, and how it's always like shonen, and how it's very popular and what's the word, too mainstream. But those mainstream animes I think is a great start, because there's enough community that, and like good side of the community, that people won't get scared of, and it is kind of normie tested, right? Anyway, so we asked them, what anime did you watch? And they're like, oh, I just started watching the one that you were talking about yesterday. So me and my wee friend are like, hold on, you don't mean you started your first ever anime? You decided to watch was Food Wars? We were both panicking because Food Wars is a good anime. You just gotta ignore all the really weird scenes. Even I found it weird, and I've been watching anime for years. So we were like, how did you find it? But they liked it, so it was fine. All's well that ends well. Mysteries is just when it comes to the book. I do really like mystery books as well. I think there's a lot of good film adaptations for mystery books, but more on the Western Hollywood ones. The only okay mystery anime for me was Subeta ga... that was the one I was talking about! Yeah, Subeta Efni... Naru. Very locked room. I think it was... the pacing was kind of weird for me. And it was like a very interesting setup, but yeah. Yup. There was another one I watched. I thought it would be good because it was based on a really famous novel. But it was just kinda... it felt like a fever dream. After a while. Let me look up the name. It was Rampo Kitan Game World Place. That also had mystery aspects to it. That's what it was called. Tante wa mo shinderu. Don't know if I've watch that one. I did watch a lot of Conan. I watched a lot of Conan and then I read a lot of Conan. But I think a lot of times it gets repetitive. The crimes. That sounded weird. Oh wait, maybe I should watch this. I think I watched the first few episodes and then I forgot about this. This is unlocking memories for me. The detective is already dead. Hold on, I'm gonna go watch that again. Thanks, Trouble. I have to admit, I watch dumb shows just to enjoy them, but I can also say that this thing does not make sense. Also, it makes me relate to SAO fans somehow. The light novel is good though. Spy Family... The first season is good. Hi... Wait, how do I say this properly? Juan? Yeah. Wait, anime I watch nowadays are from VTuber watch-alongs. It's a good anime. It is a good anime. I agree it's a good anime. Never watched Food Wars. The plot is... It's very much like school competition, career kind of vibes. If you like that sort of thing. Yeah, it was around the time where like all the job-focused animes were really popular. New Game, Act Age, Smile on the Runway. Don't want my folks looking at me weird. Understandable. Never watched Musume, no comment. Inazuma 11 in Korean dub. I watched that without realizing it was anime. Yeah, I feel like most people now watch anime and don't realize it's anime. Cause dubs are pretty good. Dubs are good. Oh, yeah. Korean voice acting is actually one of the best, I think. I think it's also because grammar-wise it's very similar. So, I think matching up the the syllables would be easier. Cause it is a lot more short syllables, right? One Punch Man dub. Just sending you from a clip and subs. Not a live stream person, but want to stop by, say hi and tell you adore. Thank you, Silent Otaku. Thanks for dropping by. Have a good day. Oretachin is the last one. 9 under Innocent Sky. This is some game. That's a long name. That... I don't know what genre that would be just from the name. I guess it would be more accurate. Was the Korean dub more accurate then? Cause I feel like English dub gets memed on, but just because how they phrase things, right? There's times where I think a clip of an English dub is like an abridged version, but it actually turns out they decided to translate it officially like that. I didn't realize... Do you guys know the English version of Ghost Stories? The anime? The English dub? I didn't realize that was an actual official thing for so long. The story of Okada has associated with Zendeyodas? Wow. The videos encouraged me to cook new different things. Yeah! Like, actually, anime is educational. A lot of my random knowledge is from animes. I was so surprised when they find out, like, the food was chips works. Binging up Babish and all those, like, channels that recreate all the foods, and it works! It's so cool! Like, I tried making the gotcha pork roast. It was great. I've always wanted to do that! Bye bye, otaku. Ghost Story thoughts I conflicted about that. I've only watched a few episodes. It was good for the commodity of it. Don't think I could watch a whole series for it. Yeah. The jokes are very up the time. The food in animations always looks so good. Oh, do you guys have a food from a series or show that you would want to try? Any food? Any food? I already talked about mine. I made a post about it, I think, on Twitter, right? Because I've been watching Dungeon SC recently. English Day of, Meal? Meal in Dungeon? No, that's still too literal. Dungeon... Delicious Dungeon? Delicious in Dungeon, I think, right? Alliteration. Yes. They have a... one dish they make out of the jewel bugs. It looks sweet. And crunchy. And it looks really good. Breakfast at House's Castle. Anya's food and fate series. The Breakfast at House's Castle. Yes, the one. Wait, the one that Castleful cooks. The good old classic British fry up. Yeah. I don't think I know that one. I have not really watched Fate. It's legitimately funny, but it's also not a faithful adaptation. No matter how bad a story is, if a studio does it, it should still be faithful. But they have the shorter things, and sometimes things don't do as well, right? But then, if they wanted to be exactly the same, they should just get the same director on it. That's the problem. Each director has their own style. Anime foods are good. Treasure insect dishes, right? The one you... Yeah! Doesn't it look so good? Yes. I feel like does it exist? I really like the RPG aesthetic. I feel like they should make an amusement park like that. Oh. Yes. So you know how yesterday I was talking about one of my dream jobs was to be a grocery store checkout person? Just for one day. It's something that I want to try just for one day because to me it seems fun, but also I don't want to do it for a long time. Well, another thing I wanted to try was amusement park designer. I feel like there's so many great series that would make really nice like amusement park themes. Cause some people, is it called? What's the thing? LARPing? Where you dress up and you role play as like knights and stuff. It's like that, but in an amusement park. You know how to cook? You said it's just a cooking anime. Really? I'm in the Ghost Story still. No ways I'll show the direct translation of the original. I think it's because Japanese is a little wordier than English in like normal conversational language, so they were just filling in, like, padding out the language, right? You know when you write things and then you haven't hit the word limit, so you tuck in a few extra words. Exorcism Sorbet, doesn't it look good? Entrepreneur Lillian, no. How would one post what? Designing as a amusement park. You know what? You saw the memes, right? Oh, Trouble knows about the meme. The whole Willy Wonka experience thing that kind of went down. I feel like I would be able to do that properly. I would design a great Willy Wonka experience. Not a scam. Trust me. Cause isn't it more like an aesthetic thing, right? Oh, that's a brilliant park. Ah! I love that shot. Oh, I guess in a multi-brilliant park, they're real animals. But I've always wanted to go in those mascot, beautiful, like the animal suits. They seem fun if it's not super warm. The alien, isn't it? I think so. Lily Wonka. Dream Girl is still a dream. Absolutely jump HQ to fun. But the one is so fun. Lily Wonka? That sounds weird. That's another thing. Oh, I've always wanted to try. Maybe you guys don't trust me on this. Have you guys ever been to a themed cafe? You know how there's event cafes and things? Where they do like themed drinks for each character and foods for each character. I went to a few when I was in Japan, right? Those are really cool. I feel like I would design great versions. Oh, hold on, I forgot to turn off my alert. Pop-up cafes, yeah. One day, if we jump ever does one, I volunteer. I will invent the menu. But you guys will drink my drink. Actually, no, it would have to be purple. I will add an orange milk drink there just for the memes. Limbus Cafe? Oh, I saw that. It looked really cool. Lily Wonka, to see out of that. Isn't Lily Wonka kinda crazy though? Lillian's Maid experience? True. I feel like being a cafe mate would also be a lot of fun. I don't really know what it's like. I guess rather than maid cafes, just normal cafes. More chill, right? More chill. Yeah. I am the epitome of vibes. I think my uncle was always kind of based on characters like the Mad Hatter. That checks out. Lillian Grimace Shake, all the color matches as well. Are they good flavors? Well, technically my color is like a pinky purple, right? That's just grape. I feel like artificial grape kinda... You either really like artificial grape flavors, but I only like it in candy and not so much drinks. It's very strong. No, I'll make a good drink! Ooh, wait, you know what purple drink I like? Have you guys ever had blackcurrant? It's not really juice. Drink? A blackcurrant drink? The brand that is famous here is called Ribena. That stuff is great. Ah, dragon fruit would be cool. I don't think dragon fruit has a very strong flavor. Eggplant? I actually don't really like eggplant. It looks very cool though. Ribena is good. It's blackcurrant flavor. If you guys can try blackcurrant, I recommend it. Oh, I also eat a little blackcurrant like cough drops. Would recommend. Good flavor, good flavor. Dragon fruit and black sauce. That I'm conflicted. I don't know there's artificial flavors available for dragon fruit. I've never seen dragon fruit being used in like flavoring stuff. Fire breath Lillian. Just give you guys a cup of hot sauce. There we go. The dragon experience. Add eggplant cooked in fish taste. It's good. I don't mind it. It's just not my favorite. I think it's just because the texture's kind of meh. It's usually fresh if used. I think it also depends on the color of the dragon fruit, because different ones have different flavors. But overall, it just tastes quite plain. Quite plain flavors, I reckon. Dragon fruit is not stinky. Durian's stinky. We'll talk about Asian fruits. There's that one, what's it called? Jackfruit that has like the plasticky thing. That one I think also smells a bit. Imagine you open a cafe as a VTuber and most of the views that go there. Isn't the point of cafes to be able to relax? I think that defeats the purpose, Trouble. Nothing like relaxing and getting roasted, I guess. Wow. Durian? Isn't that count as a theme cafe? I'm pretty sure there's probably a cafe like that where you just get roasted. Oh, right, no. In Australia we have one of those. I don't know if it still exists. There was something called Karen's Diner. It wasn't a cafe, but it was like a burger store. And everyone who worked there just acted like a Karen and would roast you. And you know, you guys know Karens. You know the meme, right? Yeah. I've never gone because I feel like it would be very awkward for me. Technically, any theme would work as long as you commit to it. Have you guys heard about the darkness restaurants? Believe it or not, that exists. It's called Tsundere Cafe. But Tsundere insults. You can tell. The whole point of it is you can tell that there's still the dere, you know? There's the dere underneath the sun. Girls are not really tsundere, they're just rude. Yeah. Yeah, tsundere has a dere part. That's why it's so cool. Yeah, but have you guys heard of the Darkness Cafe? Not cafe, but restaurant. The whole concept of it was when you lose one of your senses, your other senses get heightened, right? So they will blindfold you and you go into a dark room and all the staff will just have night vision goggles and you'll just eat your meal in complete darkness. The people paid a lot for that. No! It's so you can enjoy the food better. The links you look good for a version. Don't you think it's kinda cool? Instead of being sun, they swear. Understood, Soteria. I mean, I guess so. Isn't that just angry? I guess Sun is more banterish, and then the ship one is more angry. What's another weird cafe? I know there was a cafe with toilet themed. There's always like random ones though popping up. There was one that was really cool that I kind of wanted to go to. That everything is drawn so it looks 2D. I'm just worried that if I go there, it would be so trippy that I would stack it, fall down. So now my opinion is all it leaves you alone to talk back. Yeah. You don't feel like you're in an argument. It's just funny. I say this as someone who has had their tsundere moments. It's more like you're how do I... In my defense, most of the time it's more like you panic and you don't know what to say. And you have instant regret afterwards. And then you're just embarrassed and you just want that conversation to end. Yeah. Everyone has had their tsundere moments, right? It's when you get caught off guard. Conversations are hard. People nowadays don't even know what sun means. I feel like... Nah, sun is getting adopted for it. Because it is a common thing. That you just can describe more easily. I didn't have my sun moments because I'm a weeb. I think I would have had them either way just because I'm just an awkward dragon. So I have a hard time dealing with the honesty. Yeah. But have you guys never had like a moment where you, in retrospect you go, wow, that happened. Okay, I'll tell my story. Basically, at school, well, I used to play a lot of sports as a hobby, right? One of them was soccer or football, whatever thing you want to talk about. What country you're from. So one time a bunch of guys were bullying my friends. And they stole their soccer ball. And I am chronically and always late to school. So I came late. And so what was happening, I was like, no way! You don't get to bully my friends! And so I tackled the guy and got the ball and returned it to my friend and was like, okay, I gotta run because I'm super late for my class, and zoomed right out of there. Which might have looked really weird because you just see like a dragon flying in and tackling someone, giving the ball back to the girl, giving a thumbs up and then zooming away. But later on, I had a class with a guy I tackled, and he was like, "Oh, Lily, you know, you're really good at soccer." And I was not expecting a compliment, and I don't think I do well with compliments in general. But I think I reacted badly because I was like, "What? Duh! I've been playing for a while," and then I walked away. And literally was cringing at myself. Man, I wanted to hide and disappear into a hole. So yeah, that's one of my tsundere moments. Okay, let's never talk about this again, okay? 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 Zero no Sukayama is considered. Oh, that's a classic! The Family is Zero, right? I don't think it aged very well, but it's a classic. You watched too many anime since then. You think it's the anime's fault? Does this not happen to normal people? We used to have the conversation, okay? True. Luckily, this stream is a secret. Yep, definitely. If you keep bringing it up, it's... Shut up. Shut up. You know, I'm just trying to explain that everyone has tsundere moments. That it happens to everyone. Everyone can have tsundere moments. It's not just me. This is a normal experience for people. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. There we go. That's the in-depth version of that story. But yeah. So you guys have never had tsundere experiences? Doesn't this just fall into Rizless? You guys always say that I'm Rizless, right? I just had no chill. If you tell me one more Kuro history, we might forget what just happened or reveal mine. Oh, I have so many. I do, but see, everyone has their moments. I'm just being relatable. Yeah. I'm just being relatable to the Ryumies. That's what's usually the victims of the resist. I wouldn't know. Unless you're really obvious and saying like pickup lines, I wouldn't know if someone's trying to risk me. Is that how that works? Until Movie used to be slit, I just completely missed it. Yeah, I agree. That would be me too. But also, people are confusing. Everyone says that I am a slim person and I'm not so sure. I feel like there's a specifics to it. You can't just be shy, right? I think it's because most people use tsundere and it's the only other like term. Because there's all the other bunch, right? Oh, there was that Twitter thing going around where they would give you like the label, what type of data you are. And there was like a bunch. I saw people's other results. Because there's dande, and then there's dere. And there was like a hibiki or something. There was a lot of them. I don't know how many are like official, but it's a thing. I don't remember mine. Isn't it a classic test? What's it? The normies do Harry Potter house sortings. The weaves do their data testing. Hime dere. Oh yeah, hime dere. The Kang dating type. Isn't that? Dandere kudere? Oh, the Kang type is a kudere, right? Saddle dere? What's a saddle dere? If others say that, it might be true because most people, people don't know this. I think most people just don't have a good understanding of how they are perceived. I mean, it's the thing that everyone hears their voice differently, right? Because your voice echoes in your brain, so you hear it differently from how others hear it. When I started streaming, it was really confusing hearing my voice because I don't really do that normally. And even now, sometimes I'm like, huh? That's me? Baka dere. Sadistic, but not a yandere. Tsundere and yandere are very memorable archetypes. Most others are too specific or don't stand out much. Yeah, I feel like they kind of blend into each other a lot. Because it's just like personality types. Well, boxes for it. But the others are more stand out or like have key moments, right? Or specific like voice lines and tropes that can happen. I just think my voice is a little higher than it actually is. I think your voice is very different from my actual voice. If a friend says his hook is so I voice how wrong the decisions were, and I relate the emotions later. Is that still tsundere? I don't think so. I think that's more like personality type, like INFP, INTP stuff, right? I still don't really comprehend my voice. At one point in time, I thought it would be cool to become a therapist. But I was told that my voice isn't calming enough for that. But then I also do ASMR, so what is the truth? Yeah. I still joke about it, but the time that I showed up to my Bleach Up interview and I'm like, yeah, I wanna be a girl crush person. I wanna be super cool. People are gonna see me and go, wow, Lillian's so cool. My big personality type is not accurate. Well, it depends on what you want to use them for, right? I don't believe in any type of personality stuff. They should have been used seriously, but they're just like a fun way to like kind of think about how others might think or relate to others. I don't think you should use it as an explanation of things that you do or as an excuse. Hello, John! Girl crusher, girl crushy. Yeah, I feel like I'm a crushy now. Getting excited. I feel like every other gaming stream there's a character that I'm shipping a fat going over. It's part of the experience. Yeah, this is fun. It's fun. Nice to meet you. Some people use personality quizzes like a horoscope, but a lot of people don't use horoscopes seriously as well. It's all just like for fun. The thing that I worry about is a lot of things, even if you say that they're just for fun, sometimes like it weighs on your mind. How do you say it? It still will influence you no matter how much you say you don't believe in it. For fun. For fun. Nothing beats Japanese using blood types for personality typing. I don't understand that. I don't know my blood type. Oh yeah, wait. The doctor stole my blood last week. Can I just ask? No. I think you have to specifically request for them to check your blood type. Yeah, I have no idea what type of blood I have. I get bitten by mosquitoes a lot. What type of blood is that? Isn't that like a thing, like a type of blood that mosquitoes like more than others? That one. I have that one. The power of suggestion. Yeah. Very vague yet relatable advices. I mean, it's how like fortune tellers people do their stuff, right? They just say random stuff until you react to something. I don't know what that sound was. That was just a loud click. I had no idea. I think it all came from outside. Koa! What attack! I think JP believes that aggressiveness depends on blood types. That doesn't make sense. Because, well, I guess the explanation for that would be it's genetic. Right? Your blood type comes from your family. Yeah. Hi, いな。ザルコ、well, scary. ちょっと衝撃じゃい。Close the blinds. Hide under the table. You guys could hear that. Yeah, it came from... Yeah, it was probably a lot louder than as well because it came from behind where my mic is. And my mic is a directional mic. Technology. Personality tests are heavily biased on your own perception of yourself. So I guess it's a nice way to see how your current mindset is related to others. It's not like it's permanently set. Yeah. Do you believe in ghosts? I refuse to. I'm okay with like... Okay, I won't say I'm okay with horror stuff. I don't mind like crime stuff and like, you know, horror games that have just like weird setups, but I try not to mess with supernatural stuff because it freaks me out. Ever since when I was younger and I fell for chainmail, kids these days don't understand the pure fear of chainmail. You know the ones where they say you gotta forward this email to like 20 people, otherwise they'll come and attack you and they'll tell you this horror story about some ghost. The haunted chainmail, yes! I was so terrified of those. So I don't mess with supernatural do anything with them. It's scary! It was a very serious thing, okay? No! Don't hit me! Ew! Oh, it was a ghost. Since those people tend to get entirely different results after even maybe 1 month. Yeah, you shouldn't use it. Yeah. None of those types of things have very much scientific background. So, I don't think it should have the cultural and like applications that it does nowadays. But yeah. It's because one time I did a bunch of personality tests for a class and they put us into groups and it was supposed to be like the best group or the people that you would work best with, right? So they made us do the Myers-Briggs test and they also did another personality test. I don't remember which type. And then there was also one that was all about your work or what type of like role you play in group projects and stuff. And I've done a lot of group projects and that was the worst one ever, even after all that testing. So I call lies. Thanks, coffee. So this is the excellent people. No! What are you gonna do? Haunt me trouble? I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe in evil spirits. I don't think it's best to mess with those. Yeah. I agree. Yeah. Personally, yeah. In my experience, they don't work. It's always a fun conversation starter. It's how a lot of people group themselves as an introvert and an extrovert, but it's more like a scale, right? So you shouldn't let that stop you. Or use that as an excuse for stuff. Because there's also ambiverts, which is in the middle. Because wasn't it a thing that during COVID, a lot of people turned into introverts, they would say? I don't know. Personality stuff is confusing. I don't know enough about the psychology of it to be able to say what's accurate. People have different levels of social batteries. Yeah. I like making friends. I'm just really awkward at it. I think it's like because I'm scared I'm gonna make people mad. Or panic and say the wrong thing. So that's more just me being shy and being worried unnecessarily over stuff than really being introvert. Yeah, exactly. What's the N stand for MBTI? I and then E. N? The battery is like one of those tiny specific batteries, like electric keychains. Oh, I think for me, it isn't that I have a small social battery. I think it's more, if I don't want to do something, I won't do it. Unless it's very specific, right? Cause if someone's going to have like a party or something and I get invited, I'm like, what type of party is it? Cause I don't even like drinking. So what am I gonna do there? If I bring some of my tabletop game collection, will anyone play with me? Is the music gonna be too loud that I can't talk to people? If not, I wanna go. No Mario Kart, I suck at Mario Kart. We could play Mario Party. We'll play Mario Party. That's more fair. Less skill-based. Play board games? Yeah, tabletop games are the best. I think there's also a bunch of games that I play more for like social reasons, right? That I know I talk a lot about League of Legends, but really I mostly only play when I'm really bored and I don't know what to do. And then I might as well for my dailies, you know, my dailies. Or cause my friends are playing, so I wanna play games with them. Being stuck in the middle of nowhere is tough, combined with COVID, and that is how I got into VTubers. Well, I'm glad you fell into the rabbit hole, Misha. I've always been not met. Don't know why, but Lillian being TRPG master host suits the image perfectly. Training car to a TRPG? What's the T or before RPG stand for? If you love League, we don't mind. No, it's Stockholm. I enjoy it until I don't. It's one of those things where like I play out of habit. Then after a few games, if I'm like playing by myself, I'm like, why am I doing this? And then I'll go watch a movie. Oh, tabletop RPG. Tabletop RPGs? I guess. Well, I still haven't played Dungeons and Dragons, which is a tabletop RPG, right? I've played a few more indie ones, but the one I played was weird. There was like a flicking mechanism, and I kind of got tilted from that because I really suck at flicking things. Should have known that it wasn't a skill that I had, since I can't even use a slingshot. You kind of skip the sensation of CSing or pushing the lane. My preferred role is support, Trouble. What CS are you talking about? But I think it'll be fun. I want to host some sort of game show one day. You're better off for starting anything else with D&D. It tends to teach really bad habits to people. Ah. I should read the others. The main thing of RPGs is the rule books is really long. Warhammer interests me. I didn't realize for the longest time Warhammer was a game. I just saw the little painting things and I thought it was fun. It's like how I really want to get into garage kits because it seems fun. Like figurine garage kits. Yeah. Warhammer is super crazy. Warhammer's pretty like one of those really expensive hobbies as well, right? I feel sensational when I am bullying enemy jungle while I am playing middle ADC. What's the enemy jungle doing? How are you bullying them from middle ADC? At that point, they should just continue jungling. Forget about ganking. That's the line. You guys just enjoy other people's suffering. You know the recent thing? League of Legends added a thing where you fist bump people, and I feel really bad when people are left hanging. So I needed to rebind my U key to an easier to access one, so I can always fist bump people back. Warhammer is super extra to the point of ridiculous awesomeness. Oh. It's like multiple hobbies in one, which seems cool. I guess that's a lot of like really big hobbies, right? That's when you get to like commissioning other people for stuff. I can't say anything. VTubing is basically that. What else? Cosplay? Yeah, it's like 6,000 hobbies in one. Well, it sounds fun. Honestly, Lotto Zillion 5v5 A-Round collab. I would have to unlock my account. Oh. I get so much ping. Everyone plays on NA, which I have an NA account, but the ping is really bad. So if I ever do, you have to promise not to judge me. I swear. Yup. It was funny because when I first started playing League of Legends, I used to play on NA, and because I was new to the game, I didn't realize how much the lag mattered. And I was like, what do you mean? I don't feel any lag. This is fine. But now, when I switch, I go, whoa! Wow, I have to predict 3 seconds in the future. I get like 200 ping? 210-ish ping on NA. Surprisingly, many VTuber girls like League. It's because of the pretty characters. Yeah. It's been a while since I played League with my VTuber friends though. Heartsteel trailer? Oh really? I feel like most people, there was like a bigger interest in Arcane. After Arcane was released, a lot of people got interested in League. And after KDA blew up as well. I don't know if Heartsteel was that big of a deal. I don't really see people use the skins in game either. EU and get ping 145? Maybe I should go to EU. I don't know who plays in EU though. But yeah. Once I level up my account and have Flash, I'll try. Drag everyone in. But I have a lot of collabs next week. Look forward to it. Also, DK's birthday's next week, so... go support DK, especially since they've been locked out of Twitter. I gotta start working on their present. Go to JP might be better. I actually do have a Japanese league account. Everyone there was actually really nice. I told you guys the time where I was in a meeting with my manager and I was trying to end. It was like at the end of a ARAM game because I was trying to level my account and I didn't. It was running long, so I was trying to multitask and I was doing really badly. And no one roasted me until the end, where they just question marked ping me a little bit, and I'm like, wow, if it was any other server, I would be getting roasted so hard right now. I saw a lot of YouTubers on Reach discussing over Hasio guys. Ah, I think it was cool. Yeah. You can still stay. DK better. Yeah. I do F for Flash. Wait, no. Wait, I'm trying to remember. Wait. Yeah, I do F for Flash, so I don't accidentally. Yeah. I don't accidentally flash. And then I feel like I use my other summons a lot more than Flash. Because Flash is for emergencies and strategy. DK is really cool. Only players not kind of JP services overseas players in JP service. Noted. Sometimes, let's say, even in Oceania, I see Korean people who just, after their games, just roast everyone in Korean. And every single time that happens, my friends look at me and they're like, what does that say? And I don't think I should tell you guys. Very interesting. That and Spanish. Spanish as well. Those two languages. Oh yeah. Blues are the plans. Is he? Their honor is on the line. Of course, I understand. Who's online at the moment? My tabs. Okay. I'll call it today. I'll break tomorrow, so I guess the next stream would be my redemption arc with your truck simulator. Wouldn't you agree? I look so trustworthy in the thumbnail. Very trustworthy in the thumbnail, right? The face of an angel. Even though a lot of people come and stream and ask if I'm a demon for some reason. No. I'm a dragon. Yeah. Thank you for listening to me ramble with the most random stuff. Let's raid. Oh, it's a Souls-like game. Let's raid Suri, fellow dragon. Wow. Clearly, cycles clearly. Oh, wait, there's a shorts one? Huh? Eh? Nani? This one. love! Yeah! Good luck on your project! Thank you for hanging out with me. See you next time. Have a good day or have a good night. おやすみ。Bye bye. Do a karaoke in your truck simulator. I guess I could, right? Oh man. My multitasking might be questionable, but it sounds fun. It sounds fun. Bye bye. Rest well. Dragon to Dragon Maid. Yeah. Dragon love. Good night, good night. Bye bye.